If you don't know how to pronounce the Spanish letters, you need to learn that first. Here's a video that will help you. After learning the letters, you can come back to this one. We're going to learn one of the most important aspects of Spanish pronunciation: how to stress syllables. Mastering stress will help your Spanish sound more natural and fluent. Why is stressing the correct syllable important?
Excuse me, is this the furniture store?
Ah, you must mean the furniture store. No, that's across the street. You see, putting the stress on the wrong syllable of a word can make you difficult or even impossible to understand. One of the most beautiful things about learning the Spanish language is the simplicity and consistency of pronunciation. With only 2 rules, you can know how to properly pronounce any Spanish word you see. Here are the 2 rules. Rule number 1. If a word ends in a vowel, or an in, or an s, the stress falls on the second to last syllable. For example, in the word casa, house, the stress is on the first syllable. Because the word is only 2 syllables long, the first syllable is the second to last. Otherwise, words ending in any other consonant like D or L, the stress is on the last syllable. For example, in ciudad, city, the stress is on the last syllable. Rule number 2. If there's an accent mark, the stress always falls on the syllable with the accent, no exceptions. That's it. It's amazing. Armed with these 2 simple rules, you can now properly pronounce any Spanish word. Let's try a few. I'll put a word on the screen and give you some seconds to think about it and say it out loud before I pronounce it for you. A good idea is to record yourself so you can play it back and see what you sounded like. If you need more time to think about how to pronounce each word, press pause on the video when the word appears. Remember, we're using a typical Latin American pronunciation of the letters. But the most important part of this lesson to get practice knowing where to stress the words. We'll use simple 2 and 3 syllable words for now. In our test videos, we'll get more advanced.
Amigo.
The stress goes on the second to last syllable because the word ends in a vowel, N, or S, and there is no accent.
Amigo. Joven.
The stress goes on the second to last syllable because the word ends in a vowel, N, or S, and there is no accent.
Joven. Teléfono.
The stress goes on the syllable with the accent.
Teléfono. Salud.
This word doesn't end in a vowel, N, or S, and has no accent, so the stress is on the last syllable.
Salud. Fácil.
The stress goes on the syllable with the accent.
Fácil. Lunes.
The stress goes on the second to last syllable because the word ends in a vowel, N, or S, and there is no accent.
Lunes. Color.
This word doesn't end in a vowel, N, or S, and has no accent, so the stress is on the last syllable.
Color.
You got it. Now go test your knowledge with our Test Your Pronunciation videos. We're going to add to your vocabulary and get you moving on to the next level on your way to be fluent in Spanish. Great work.